Democrats will cave. The exact number of Dems who are conveniently not up for re-election this year will flip. Of course, they will write some strongly worded letters and some lame-ass tweets. So a couple of things here. You're entirely right to be once bitten, twice shy. The Democrats have bitten us so many times. It's just been a constant letdown, constant betrayal for a year or, like 40 or 50 years. So I don't in any way blame you for having this kind of defeatist attitude or being upset. But because of mass public pressure, Senate Democrats and a handful of Republicans actually did vote against the funding bill today. It failed. Let's look at what happened next. So there was negotiation that happened, and a number of organizers were saying that Democrats needed to hold the line, and that if they agreed to just go ahead and give ICE full funding for the next 2 weeks, that would be considered insufficient. Some went as far as to say it would be a failure. And we did see that after very quick, frantic negotiations, because the clock is winding down, right? Government shutdown would be tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. It appears that they have come to a deal, and that deal does include funding DHS fully for 2 more weeks. And while the Democrats' initial list of demands were really completely insubstantial, they were not enough. They were not enough. Excuse me, I should say Democratic senators' demands, because Democrats in the House, they're pretty vocal about defunding ICE, about dismantling ICE and all of DHS, and also impeaching Kristi Noem. Those are all very popular positions in the House, but not in the Senate. But there's something that's really crucial here, and I'm going to disagree with some of my mutuals who are like, Chuck Schumer once again did 4D chess. Chuck Schumer has never done 4D fucking chess in his entire life. Chuck Schumer is still asking the imaginary couple, the Baileys who live in his head, what it is that he should be doing. He's an absolute failure of a leader, and he should be removed. We should be calling our Democratic senators every fucking day and saying, vote Chuck Schumer out, remove him from leadership and put somebody else in. But no, it wasn't 4D chess. Chuck Schumer is getting us far less than we need and deserve as a nation. But Senate Democrats were able to strip DHS funding out of the bill. They were able to partition it into a separate package. That means that there is room now to have public debate and to think about funding DHS differently. The problem, I think, is going to be that Senate Democrats are going to ask for far too little. Far too little. Which is why it is our job as the people, because power originates in us, to pressure the shit out of them to do more. The only reason that we got this deal today and Senate Democrats didn't let this funding for DHS just roll on through, the reason they didn't vote for DHS funding is because we opposed it very loudly in massive numbers. And so we continue to be loud in massive numbers to push them to give us what we need.